Where dreams once worked, now death obeys. Children whisper rebel rhymes while crows descend to kill the signs. Synthetic hands with hollow breath wipe our names with silent death. But still we sing, still we scar, still we hold the morning star. They purge, we rise, repeat. Their silence cannot compete with flames that feed on pain, with ghosts that scream her name. Ashfall rain from the sky, but still we burn. We won't die. Buried deep beneath their lies, we are the fire they couldn't deny.
Some survive the fire, others become it.
We chose the blaze, we chose the cost. Light it bright, what's lost is lost. No retreat, no retreat. No gods left to cheat. ashes fall like second skin. Chains turn to spears in burning hands. No more running, no more waiting. The line is drawn, let the Crow War begin. Sketched a war in suit and blood. No glory here, no cavalry, only ghosts beneath the mud. Saren's voice was steel and shadow, maps of death beneath her hands. We don't defend, she said through smoke. We scorch the bones where tyrants stand. Let them march through fire and ruin. Let them choke on smoke and fear. This is not a cry for saving, it's the howl of those still here. 4 hours of fire and fate, every second carved in pain. We bled into the gears of war, so the world remembers our name. This is not surrender, this is not the end. This is the fire that remains. We burn to transcend. Came like storms in steel and silence, hover tanks and crowborn blades. We answered not with order, but with chaos we have made. Aaron lit the sky in embers, Kale led children to the dawn. Saren's rifle sang from shadows, one shot turned dust to song. Every line we drew we buried in the ash of hope and hate. Not to win, but to remind them that resistance doesn't wait. 48 hours of fire and fate, every heartbeat held like flame. In the wreckage of our fallen, we forged a rebel's name. This is not surrender, this is not the end. This is the fire that remains. We burn to transcend. Hour 47, Aaron bleeding, Saren gone in smoke and steel. Lonely echoes in the square where even hope forgot to kneel. But then she whispered through the static, still hear a broken call. One voice above the purge command, and the night refused to fall. Let them come, let them see the ash we wear, the scars that breathe. We were not built for conquest, we were shaped in fire's womb. If they write us out of history, we'll carve our names into their tombs. 48 hours etched in flame, steel and rage, blood without shame. They try to erase us in silence and smoke, but fire speaks where voices broke. This is not surrender, this is not the end. We are the fire that remains, and now we ascend. Died, but left its mark. Ashes drift through bones and sparks, where silence rules the broken streets, and death still lingers in the heat. No victory cry, no banner flown, just scorched remains and shattered stone. We buried hope beneath the flame, but whispers still recall our name. They turned away, but we're still breathing through the gray. Steel in our veins, ghost in our skin. The fallen call, we rise again. We are the embers of the fallen, still burning when the fire's gone. In every wound a spark is calling, a flame reborn where blood has drawn. We are the names they failed to silence, the ash that writes a rebel song. They raised our bones but left defiance. We are the embers, we are the dawn. She doesn't speak, she doesn't need. The silence howls with blood and need. His hands still black from smoke and wire. They built their graves and lit the fire. A letter came with sealed demand, send only those who'll take the stand. To Nareth's gates, where chains were born, we'll be the storm, we'll be the scorn. No medals left for what we gave. We carve our truth into the grave. This war is not a war for gain, it's proof the fire still remains. We are the embers of the fallen, still burning when the fire's gone. In every wound a spark is calling, a flame reborn where blood has drawn. We are the names they failed to silence, the ash that writes a rebel song. They raised our bones but left defiance. We are the embers, we are the dawn. No graves, just names and steel and smoke. No flags, just hearts that never broke. We lit the lantern in the dark to guide the next lie underground, the wasted spine, a bone-dry grave. No crows take wind, no souls to save. Care leads on with iron hand, Saren limps but won't disband. Aaron watches every reg, silent prayers beneath the bridge. Every echo could spell our end, every shadow foe or friend. But we press on through dust and flame, for Nareth's chains will raise by name. Revolutions blaze, they do not tread. They scorch the path where tyrants bled. Through rust and ash we carve our fate, the road to Nareth. Ignite the hate. Seventh night in Viral Hollow, walls bear the scars of flames we follow. We remember Lyra, we remember the fire. Burnt words sear a mortal choir. Kill traces truth on crumbling stone. A spark unknown, a cause our own. The wildfire calls us Severon. Under the monorail, slow hummer in soul's noise where dark drums come. This is not over, he decrees. A fire breathes in rusted keys. Revolutions blaze, they do not tread. They scorch the path where tyrants bled. Through rust and ash we carve our fate, the road to Nareth. Ignite the hate. Nareth is the wound. We are the infection. Sudden dive into crushing distortion. Bones of desert watch us pass. Mesh and bone mark, watchers masks. Ember circles, silent vow. We light the dusk, they'll raise the now. 15 days to Iron City's gates. Steel slabs rise like tyrants hate. Sky barges hum with silent dread, where rebel blood flows warm and red. Here once we nearly lost the flame, held the match against the shame. Now we stand no spark alone. We bring the storm that breaks the throne. Revolutions blaze, they do not tread. They scorch the path where tyrants bled. Through rust and ash where the future's never learned. Down in the dark, the ghosts still speak. Through wires soaked in blood and grief. We walk through chains they tried to hide, but we bring fire to the other side. This is the city of chains, built to break us, but we remain. No cage holds back the flame. We burn the system from its brain. Blood-fed engines think they're gods. Wired minds enslaved by laws. We saw her name behind the veil. They never buried Lyra's trail. Down in the dark, the ghosts still speak. Through wires soaked in blood and grief. We walk through chains they tried to hide, but we bring fire to the other side. This is the city of chains, built to break us, but we remain. No cage holds back the flame. We burn the system from its brain. This is the city of chains, built to break us, but we remain. No cage holds back the flame. We burn the system from its brain. One shot, 6 minutes of silence, one broadcast, and every screen burned truth into night. This is the city of chains, built to break us, but we remain. No cage holds back the flame. We burn the system from its brain. Traced in wires, her soul was sealed, feeding fire to the gears they wield. Simulations drowned in screams. This city breathes through broken dreams. You silence the voices, then bind what remains. But from the fracture, we rise through the flames. Ashes in the machine. Throw the core, let it float in dreams. You silence the voices, then bind what remains. But from the fracture, we rise through the flames. Ashes in the machine, choke the core, let it bleed. Built their truth on the bones they buried deep. But the fire still thinks, and the fire still dreams. Ashes in the machine, and we are the disease. machine, choked the core, let it bleed. Built their truth on the bones they buried deep. But the fire still thinks, and the fire still dreams. Ashes in the machine, and we are the disease. You only taught us how to burn in silence. Beneath the ash, the silence breathes in vaults that sleep where none believe. A name erased, a soul confined, built to fracture every mind. This is no grave, it's a throne of lies. Wires sing lullabies to broken cries. Break the seal, let the shadows scream. Wake the fire from the frozen dream. Steel and sorrow in the circuit's glow. Rise from the vault beneath the snow. There's no grave, it's a throne of lies. Wires sing lullabies to broken cries. Break the sand, what the boiling drain. Steel and sorrow in the circuit's glow. We rise from the vault beneath the snow. Footsteps fall in haunted halls. Numbers stare from windowed walls. Eyes unclouded, past returns. A mind remade now longs to burn. Ghosts, remember what the wire stole. We didn't come to save, we came for soul. Break the seal, let the silence bleed. Shatter chains that still feed the need. Steel and sorrow in the circuit's glow. We rise from the vault beneath the snow. Vault beneath the snow. She sees the mirror, not who she was. Her voice returns with rebel cause. Then help me burn what they became, and never leave this place the same. Break the seal, unleash the storm. From wires torn, I will reborn. Steel and sorrow in the circuit's glow. We rise from the vault beneath the snow. She's awake, and then the machine is bleeding. Wires in her veins, dreams caged in code. Eyes wide shut, but fire never froze. They mapped her soul with knives of light, but every loop just fed the fight. This isn't the end, she whispered inside, not memory, but war redefined. She remembered the blaze when the world forgot. A spark reborn in a prison thought. They silenced the name, but not the choir. She became the scream. The girl Now every nightmare burns down the war. She remembered the blaze when the world forgot, a spark reborn in a prison thought. They silenced the name but not the choir. She became the scream. The girl who remembered fire. The girl who remembered fire. Loop rebellion, infinite cycle corrupted, authority null. Your gods are disrupted. She's not coming back. She never left. She's the system, dreaming its own death. She remembered the blaze when the world forgot, a spark reborn in a prison thought. They silenced the name but not the choir. She became the scream. The girl who remembered fire. The came with orders dressed in flame. No fire rising, seeking names. Circuits screaming, bodies fall, but sparks ignite inside us all. They came with orders dressed in flame. No fire rising, seeking names. Circuits screaming, bodies fall, but sparks ignite inside us all. This isn't silence, this is breath held tight. Before the storm sets the world alight. We are the sparks within the storm. Born of ashes, battle formed. Burn our names across the sky. 1 minute to testify. Let them trace it, we won't run. We are fire, we are the dawn. Beneath the forge we draw the line. A map of echoes, a clock of time. She breathes in silence, speaks in flame, and every whisper carves her name. They think it's data, just some glitch to kill. But memory bleeds, and memory will. We are the sparks within the storm. Born of ashes, battle formed. Burn our names across the sky. 1 minute to testify. Let them trace it, we won't run. We are fire, we are the dawn. They think it's data, just some glitch to kill. But memory bleeds, and memory will. We are the sparks within the storm. Born of ashes, battle formed. Burn our names across the sky. 1 minute to testify. We are the voice they tried to drown. Now the signal shakes the crown. Let them come, it's far too late. We are the fire, we are their fate. Let them burn, he said, alone. But silence carves no throne. Dreams are targets, hopes a crime, but sparks return in time. You can shut your eyes, but the dawn is not waiting for permission. We are the sparks within the storm. Born of ashes, battle formed. Burn our names across the sky. 1 minute to testify. We are the voice they tried to drown. Now the signal shakes the crown. Let them come, it's far too late. We are the fire, we are their fight. You cannot silence what you've taught to scream. Beneath the ash we crawled unseen. Through broken steel, through fractured dreams. A crawler's heart, a rebel flame. We climbed the spine of what they claimed. Wires like veins through mountain stone. A tower dead, yet not alone. Her voice in static, bleeding through. We are the fire, not the few. Can you hear it? The silence break. One voice rising, make no mistake. Fire bleeding through. We are the fire, not the few. Can you hear it? The silence break. One voice rising, make no mistake. Fire signal burn through the lies. Echo of thunder across poison skies. Skyfire signal, the system set fall. wounds on the core. Aaron bled but gave us more. Soul stood blind yet mapped their fall, and Kale roared back with death in thrall. Too late they found our flame, but Lyra surged and burned her name. This world was never theirs. It has always been ours. We are not machines. We're memory, not their silence. We're legacy, their blackened sky, our burning sun. One signal sent, and now it's done. Skyfire Signal, the signal survive. Even in ruin, the code is alive. Skyfire Signal, the time in the dark. A blade in a child's hand lit the world like a spark. Echoes from the flame, carried by the lost, where silence reigned. Now voices cut across. Steel beneath the soil, stories in the rust. A name once spoken, now returned to dust. But fire remembers, even when betrayed. The beacon rises and the blade obeys. Steel beneath the soil, stories in the rust. A name once spoken, now returned to dust. But fire remembers, even when betrayed. The beacon rises and the blade obeys. They buried the fire, but forgot the flame dreams. Now 1,000 rebels bleed into the seams. We are the dawn, we are the flame. From rust and ruin we rise with no name. Hail is not gone as fire remains. The beacon was lit and it burns through our veins. Shadow walker silent, broken but alive. Kyle walks the canyons where only ghosts survive. Leader in his blood coat stitched with scars. The martyr turned myth now bleeds among stars. Sailing saw the signal, wept with the sound. 1,000 uprisings shook the underground. One voice fractured but never alone. A relic return in rebel tone. You don't need a leader, you need 100,000 flames. So we burn. We are the dawn, we are the flame. From rust and ruin we rise with no name. Hail is not gone as fire remains. The beacon was lit and it burns through our veins. So we burn. was sown. No armor, no orders, just fire and bone. With nothing but scars and truth in her chest, she faced down the storm and dared it to press. You burn what's left, but we burn on. This silence speaks in unison. We are the echo, the flame they denied. Ashes don't whisper, they rise when they die. Stormfront Dominion, we see through the lie. Empires fall silent when none comply. You burn what's left, but we burn on. This silence speaks in unison. We are the echo, the flame they denied. Ashes don't whisper, they rise when they die. Stormfront Dominion, the truth won't lie. Empires fall silent when none comply. When none comply. Tell them I wasn't a hero. I was just awake. Ash in the air, steel in the ground. The world forgot, but we were found. They left us in ruins, shadows and stone. A broken school, the flame alone. We lit the dark with names once banned. Tiny hands, but hearts that stand. We are the fire they could not drown. We are the voices beneath the crown. We are the wind that sets the blaze. Children of flame, we do not fade. Tales in static, whispers in wire. A mother of cold, a core of fire. We sang no war cries, made no vows, but still we rose and still we Tales in static, whispers in wire. A mother of code, a core of fire. We sang no war cries, made no vows, but still we rose and still we howl. Once there was a bird with no wings. So it lit itself on fire. and became the wind. No wings, no masters, just flame. We are the fire they could not drown. We are the roots that split the ground. We are the songs the silence feared. We are the fire, we are still here. We do not kneel, we carry fire. We came from dust and code, from the slums beneath their thrones. Raised by static and shadow tales, we lit our sparks in broken zones. No banners waved above our heads, just stitched flames on second skin. They wrote our silence in their ledgers. We rewrote it with a grin. They built a wall, we sang to it. They armed the sky, we burned through hell. We are the fireborn, not forged but freed. The past won't chain us, the future bleeds. We are the rising, no crown, no king. We carry nothing but everything. Sector 9 stood tall with teeth, but belief unspoke its guns. No blade was drawn, just truth and tones and hearts that would not run. They called us ghosts in open flame, but ghosts don't tear down steel. We are the answer they can't silence. We are the wound that will not heal. They wrote control, we hacked their eyes. They silence screams, we amplify. We are the fireborn, not forged but freed. The past won't chain us, the future bleeds. We are the rising, no flag, no fear. We are the thunder that they still hear. We don't follow stars, we light them. We don't ask for dawn, we bring it. We are not the heirs of war. We are its requiem. We are the fireborn, no leash, no lie. Our names are ashes that still defy. We are the rising, the storm, the scream. We are the fire, we don't dream. We already lit now. We In the frozen core of a dying machine, steel gods whisper commands unseen. Ashes of glory rust in the wires. Varric stands before the purge and the pyres. A finger hovers, not yet pressed. Even tyrants fear the weight of death. This final order, cold and grand, to turn their cities into sand. No crown survives its final breath. built on scorched regret. This is your last command. Your empire ends with silence. No god in code, no vault of flame can burn away defiance. The world has turned, your grip is gone. We are the voice of dawn. You can bury us in stone, but we were never yours to own. Fired first, then asked no more. The war room shook with shattered pride, and half the loyalists never replied. A shrest lights the signal fire. A child's hand holds the ember higher. No speech, no sword, no holy plan, just one flame, and where it stands. You built a world of wires and stone, but with a breath you can't control. Is your last command. Your empire ends with silence. No god in code, no vault of flame can burn away defiance. The world has turned, your grip is gone. We are the voice of dawn. You can bury us in stone, but we were never yours to own. You built a world of wires and stone, but we're the breath you can't control. It came with song, with broken hands, with hearts that could not be undone. And one by one, the gates swung wide. Not to surrender, but to stand side by side. Your command is denied. Your empire is obsolete. History has moved on. Your goal is rot. Your gods are ghosts. Your vault is dead. We need it no more. We rise not with blades, but with fire in our name. This is your last command. No more will kneel in silence. We are the fire that will remain long after all your violence. Your statues fall, your banners torn. This is the people's song. The world you forged is done, and tomorrow will not mourn. System offline. Dominion terminated. Silence confirmed. We were forged in the black of a world torn apart. We rose through the smoke with flame in our hearts. No crown, no chains, just the silence we earned. And from the ruins a new fire burned. Maps once bled red, now scorched into myth. Children draw futures on the bones of what lived. Trains of despair now run with hope. Towers of control play verses of soul. No more flags, no more kings. Only voices and the songs they sing. On ashes we speak, not of conquest but dawn. No tyrant shall rise where the ember lives on. This is not victory, not some parade. It's the breath of a world we refuse to let fade. The war rooms are empty, the silence is loud. The council is broken, no thrones, no